Hey there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back. I'm your host, PattSun, and today we're gonna be taking a look at r/TrueOffMyChest, where a cheating wife and a cheating husband gets exactly what they deserve. Let's begin. I ghosted my husband after I caught him messaging my best friend. Posted by Reddit user Throw Them Both Away.
Hi, I would just like to say that I am currently very overwhelmed and just looking for someone to vent to, so yeah, bear with me with spelling and grammar and all. I'm also going to skimp on a lot of details because I know that they're both on Reddit regularly and I hate them and I don't want them to know I even made this post. Not yet. So a little backstory. I met my best friend when I was in middle school. My parents were going through a divorce and I had started getting bullied at school. My best friend, let's call her H for homewrecker, Hannah, stood up for me one day when things had gotten really bad at home and I was just letting the kids at school torture me because I couldn't deal. Since that day, I have looked at her as some sort of guardian angel. She was smart, pretty, and all-around-it girl, and she wanted to be friends with me. Hannah and I had decided to go to the same college, and when we both got accepted, we were over the moon. And it's here where I meet my husband. I didn't do so well on my finals, and Hannah decided she was going to take me out to cheer me up and celebrate the end of the sem. We went to this bar that a lot of people from my college go to. We had a few or so drinks before Hannah's boyfriend called to let her know he was there, and she went to meet him out front. That was when my husband Luke came and sat next to me. He sparked up a conversation and we had just hit it off. I mean, we talked for the rest of the night, and by 3 a.m. he was asking for my number so we can go out another time. Now, I hadn't really dated, a few flings and hookups here and there, but he was the first person I felt like I wanted to get serious with. He was funny, smart, handsome, a bit older than me, but so easy for me to relate to. It wasn't long before we actually did get serious. We blended our friend groups and started hanging out all together, which is when I had first noticed Luke and Hannah had started getting close. I had thought nothing of it at the time. In fact, I was so happy that the two people I valued so much were getting along so well, but now I feel like a complete moron. I don't even think I could have seen it coming. I mean, we moved in together after a year and she had a long-term boyfriend. But anyway, we got married after 3. In total, he and I have been together for 11 years. Our entire lives were blended. We have the same friends. We share an apartment. We adopted a cat. I just can't wrap my head around this. I literally only found those messages because my computer died and I couldn't find my charger. And he left the tab open. They were messaging on Facebook. My husband doesn't use Facebook. I was in a daze for months. At first I couldn't believe it. His fucking password on his laptop is my birthday. I make fairly good money at my job and I knew I couldn't stay with him. So I waited. I started looking for a new job and saved for an entire year. I'm sure he didn't notice how distracted and distant I was because he was too busy fucking my best friend. I finally found a new place and immediately made plans for me and my cat to bounce. I took as much as I could in my car while he was at work and drove a whole 2 hours away to my new apartment. I've been so busy just trying to figure out that I hadn't actually had a moment to actually take it all in. I'm so angry. It's 3 a.m. and I'm supposed to be enjoying a long-awaited break, but I'm just so angry. I'm feeling so much right now and it hurts. If they wanted to be together, they could have just left me out of it. Why now? Why not 8 years ago? Why marry me if you so clearly wanted her? Why marry another man if you wanted your best friend's boyfriend? Why continuously lie and betray me but smile in my face as if you both love me? I've blocked the both of them for now, and I know I'm going to have to eventually tell Hannah's husband because he's such a good person and he doesn't deserve this, but I know I'm just not in my right mind right now. Edit. So hi. Oh my fucking god. I did not expect my dysfunctional breakdown rant to go viral on TikTok. I was never planning on coming back to this page, but now I feel like I kinda need to lol. So first of all, I would like to clarify a few things. I was completely done with Luke and Hannah when I found the messages. Specifically because remember when I said I was getting bullied in middle school? Yeah, it was because my whore of a father got caught having an affair with one of the teachers at my school, and her daughter just so happened to be in my grade. I got to witness the destruction of my own family, and then bear the punishment of what happened to the other family he destroyed. And my mom stayed with him, despite it not being the first or last time. She quit her job and spent all her time trying to keep a man that just wanted to hurt her. So yeah, I will never forgive or have any sympathy for a cheater. And for those of you wondering, my dad is a narcissist and he did ruin any relationship I could have had with any of my other family because they didn't like him. So that's why I didn't have anywhere to go. He was so bad that no one wants anything to do with me or my mom. As for what I had planned to do to Hannah and Luke, I was collecting evidence for a whole year and he had become more reckless as he thought he was in the clear. My soon-to-be ex-husband has been trying to get to me since he came home, left my wedding and engagement ring on the island. He's been messaging me through social media for quite some time begging me to hear him out. Perfect. I need you all to understand that Hannah's husband would chop off his own balls if it meant making Hannah happy. I had to have more than incriminating messages. So I went to my husband and told him that if he told me everything, I would consider going to couples counseling. I was lying my ass off. But he did, and I'm not sure how much I believe because he's clearly a liar. He claims they've been hooking up since the beginning of 2019, which is when we had a really rough patch because he wanted to try for a baby. I was so confused because we had both wanted to be child-free up until that point. He had really been pushing it, and I really didn't want to, especially with the virus. Now that I think on it, it makes sense. He was literally trying to trap me. Everything is in his name because I was building my credit. I would be forced to stay with him even if he got caught. But anyways, I'm going to be taking this confession I recorded straight to Hannah's husband, with all the printouts of Facebook messages. I will also be making a big group chat for all the family and friends to see. Here's to fucking with the wrong bitch. Update. So it's been a hot second since I've been on here, and I do have a lot to say. It's only been like a month, and since I decided to talk to Hannah's husband, shit hit the fan. I finally found the nerve to go and talk to Hannah's husband after talking to a friend who had visited town. She helped me see that it would be easier to tell him and be there for him because I didn't get that when I found out. I went to his house at the time I knew Hannah wouldn't be home. He was surprised to see me because, and get this, Hannah told him that we had a huge fight because she told my husband that I was cheating on him. I forgot to mention that Hannah's husband, I'm going to start calling him Adam, is actually pretty close to Luke. So she told him I moved basically because I was a coward that was too scared to face my actions. Laughable, I know. Well, I told Adam what really happened, showed him all of my proof, and he thought I was lying. She told him I would try this because I was jealous of her and what she had with him. I didn't want to show him that recording. I really did not, because I know hearing my husband say it was like salt in the wound. I will never forget the heartbroken look in his eyes when he looked up at me. I've never seen him cry, but he cried for over 3 hours. He then told me about all of the shit she was talking about me to all of our friends. She has been for years apparently, but as of late he said she talked about me like a bitch off of the street. Then he told me that she was most likely jealous of me because he had admitted to her in high school that he found me attractive. She never said anything about this to me ever, and she has absolutely nothing to worry about because I would never have done that. Also, he said it was just an innocent crush, and he never even thought of acting on it, but he told her because they were trying this open communication thing in their relationship. Because Hannah got caught cheating and basically gaslighted him into thinking it was his fault. She told him she felt like she could never talk to him about anything, and she felt like he was getting too close to me. I found that weird because 1, we have never been close, 2, she never told me anything. But according to Adam, Hannah is so insecure in her relationship about me. She thinks that he and I are the perfect couple. We have nothing in common other than us both being black. So not only is she a lying cunt, but she's a lying racist cunt. I went home sort of in a daze. I honestly did not know how to feel about any of that. A small part of me was begging Hannah to have a reason for hurting me this way. Like maybe I did something to hurt her, and she never told me. But nope, I have nothing to do with that. She just did this because she could. I had been sulking over that these past few days, and then yesterday I get a call from the hospital. I was lost because why would the health center be calling me? At first I thought it was a scam, but they left me a voicemail. And the rest of this will be a retelling from my ex. Apparently, Adam went to my house a day or so after I met with him. He came banging on the door and first punched my ex in the face, and then Adam told Luke that he didn't deserve me. After that, Adam proceeded to tell him that he and I were now dating, and that we were going to be celebrating being without them at a ski resort come Christmas, Luke's favorite thing to do on his birthday in December. Luke just let him do that and apologized to him the whole time, but after he went to his room and swallowed a whole bunch of pills and woke up in an ambulance. He tried to kill himself, but someone had called 911. I assumed that the neighbors called because of the commotion with Adam. But now he's on suicide watch at the hospital. Now I want to specify that I will not be getting back with my husband ever in this lifetime. He broke my trust in a way that is irredeemable way, and I don't want to be with someone I can't trust with my heart. However, as of now I am trying to be there for him. I might hate him, but I also still love him so much for a reason I can't explain. I am still going to be divorcing him, but as of right now I just need him to be alive. And okay. Beyond that, I have since exposed Hannah to all of her friends and family. She called me 30 times one day and sent me a flood of messages. She's switched between begging me to talk to her and telling me I ruined her life, and she hates my guts, to saying I ruined our friendship over a man and blah blah blah. Girl, you're delusional and I don't care. And since I know you're going to see this post just like the last, I'm way prettier, kind, hardworking, and more compassionate than you'll ever be. Luke went to you because you made yourself available. Your husband wanted me because you are too much of a selfish, raging bitch to treat him with respect like your boyfriend and not your doormat. You are a coward, a user, and an evil person. I'm not going to block you because I enjoy watching you spiral in my messages, but you really need to seek help.
Cheaters don't care, and they don't consider anyone else but themselves. This is pure narcissistic behavior, and both of these shit stains only want more. This sadly has nothing to do with you, which is usually the hardest part to wrap your head around. You could be perfect. By that, I mean perfect. The perfect friend, the perfect wife, the perfect husband, it doesn't matter. Because for a narcissist, they only want more. For them, more is never enough. OP, you did the best possible thing. There was no point in confronting them or demanding answers. It would have been trickle truth and bullshit anyways. There is nothing they could say, there is nothing they can do to justify their stupid behavior. OP, your post deserves to be an r/ProRevenge. It really needs to go there. Well done, OP. Well done. Viewer support is the best way for me to remain independent and continue bringing you these daily videos, which will always be here on my YouTube channel for you to watch absolutely free. So consider clicking that super thanks just below the video title, or you can use my PayPal in the description box down below. Thanks for listening, everyone. If you even somewhat enjoyed today's story, make sure to give this video a thumbs up, and if you really like it, make sure to subscribe to PattSun to never miss a future upload. Stay strong.